Hello, my name is Dr. Suzanne Van Hove, and I'm going to be your instructor for the ITIL Foundation course. I'm looking forward to working with you, so let's go ahead and see what this course is going to deliver. This course is the foundation information around the process-driven framework called ITIL. ITIL is the IT Infrastructure Library. It's been around since the mid to late 80s. And it was developed around the British government, okay? But what it does is it talks about how to deliver effective and efficient services. So this course here is going to be looking at the basic information to try to give you a level of understanding around those concepts of service management. This course is appropriate for anybody, honestly, for IT personnel, customers of IT, and it really does dive deep into that IT service lifecycle, the ITIL service lifecycle, the appropriate and supporting processes, the roles, and their various functions. ITIL is now driven around that service lifecycle, so we have an end-to-end view of the services being designed, developed, and delivered by a service provider. So following this framework, it allows the effective and efficient delivery of IT services. You know, you think about service management, and it's not just IT specific. Service management principles are found throughout all of industry, in just about any vertical. You start thinking about the service industries of healthcare, of transportation, of education, of hotel, motel, recreation kind of things. These are all service industries, and they all follow some level of process in terms of how do they deliver their services, their goods, their products. So this is important to IT because within IT, what doesn't sit within the business vertical on IT? So we need to deliver that functionality effectively and efficiently. From the business viewpoint, this is very important to the business in the fact that we're getting what we need, because we have a level of transparency between the service provider in IT and the needs of the business, the requirements of the business. We're always thinking about what is necessary for the business to accomplish their goals. So how can ITIL be used? Well, it is a body of knowledge. Let's just start right there. It's a set of books. It's a body of knowledge, and it will enhance the quality of the service management principles or philosophy of that service provider. This course is going to be focusing around the comprehension and awareness principles within the ITIL framework. There's a lot of depth. We're not going to go there. That's for the intermediates and the follow-on courses. But we are going to give you the good foundation where you can be successful moving forward. So we're going to focus on the key concepts within service strategy. How do I make decisions? What governance principles am I going to follow? The service design lifecycle phase of how do I take the requirements and build a repeatable, effective, efficient, and innovative design. How do I then build, test, and deploy that design that will meet the customer requirements? And then once I've transitioned it to operations, how do I maintain it and perhaps do minor enhancements? To close this loop, we have to go back and look at the improvement cycle that's necessary. So the CSI phase is truly important. Nothing is out of scope within CSI. It is not just about the services. It is not just about the service management processes, but it's every aspect that that service provider may hit or that service may hit. So understand, business interfaces will also fall under CSI. So the prerequisites, there are none, so let's just move right on. Anybody can take this course. Anybody can find value in this course, and it is not just IT specific. We're going to talk about the service management principles within an IT mode. So to the certification here, well, to be eligible, you have to complete all of the units within this video course and then successfully pass the foundation exam. We're going to talk about that foundation exam in a little bit of depth later on, so I'm going to leave that for now. Biggest thing is that you need to pay attention to all of the units within this video course. It's recommended by the syllabus that you have 18 hours plus a little bit of study time around these concepts to be prepared for that exam. I know people have done more, and I've known people who have done less. Both sides have been successful or not. Make sure you have a good handle on the required concepts as we focus on them during the next several videos. Okay, I have to do some housekeeping here, so apologies for this because I have to read them directly. So please understand the graphics, charts, and tables that you'll see in these videos are the property of Axelos Limited. Additionally, ITIL is a registered trademark of Axelos Limited and used under permission of Axelos Limited. All rights are reserved. The IT Infrastructure Library is a registered trademark of Axelos Limited, used under permission of Axelos Limited. Again, all rights are reserved. The swirl logo is a trademark of Axelos Limited, used under permission of Axelos Limited. All rights are reserved. And finally, the ITIL Accredited Examination Institute logo is a trademark of Axelos Limited, used under permission of Axelos Limited. All rights are reserved. Okay, that part's over. So here's the curriculum path. Quite frankly, let's just go through this quickly. We're at the foundation level, at the very bottom bar here. If you're interested in getting to the ITIL Expert or the ITIL Master, you have to accomplish a few of these courses. You have to get 22 credits to get there. Foundation provides 2. The life cycle, you're going to get approximately 15 credits in those areas. MALC, Managing Across the Life Cycle, is mandatory. Once you've successfully passed that and you have the appropriate number of credits, you're considered an expert. I will not talk about the ITIL Master. That is much further down the line, and that's more of a relationship with Axelos or another examination institute, as it is a very personalized certification. Going back to the intermediates, you see that there are 2 sides here. There's the life cycle and the capability. The life cycle focuses specifically on the life cycle phases of strategy, design, transition, operation, CSI, and it focuses on the managerial and supervisory aspects. The capability then looks more along the practitioner side, the activity side. So we're going to be focusing very heavily on the activities of the various processes in these 4 groups. So service offerings and agreements, planning, protection, and optimization, release, control, and validate, and then operational support and analysis. There's a lot of overlap between the capability and the life cycle, but if you are more of a manager, I suggest the life cycle. If you're more of the practitioner and the doing side, or you're responsible for the design and development of a process, consider the capability side. Both have good information. There's one class that's not on there. It's just been released within the last couple of months. The graphic has not yet been updated, but it's the ITIL Practitioner. And this class is around the concepts that are necessary for you to be a good service management consultant. It's immediately available with a foundation certificate, but I would encourage you to wait and take a couple of the life cycle or the capability classes so that you have some context for the information that's in that practitioner. That practitioner, as it is new, it is slowly rolling out, but stay tuned to this space. We'll see it here soon. Okay, so the materials that you need to download. First and foremost, the student guide. That's the slides that I'll be working with. They're going to be given to you in a format that you can, print them off, take notes, whatever it is that you need to do. We'll also have an exercise guide, some homework puzzles to reinforce some of the concepts. Use as you see fit. Answers are also provided. There is a training plan there to tell you what your next steps are. Sample exam papers. There are 2 sample exam papers. Sample exam C and D, both are versions 1.1. These are new sample exam papers as of the last 2 or 3 months, and they've been updated again for clarity. We'll assign those and talk about those later on in the course. The course syllabus from Axelos. This is the official syllabus document. Reads a little bit intensely, but it does give you the key concepts that you need to know, so the terms, as well as the depth of information you need to know and collect around some of these processes and other concepts. Lastly, there is information around the ITIL exam on how you would register, what you need to do, what you need to demonstrate. So it gives you directions on how to set up and then eventually take that ITIL exam. So those are the things you need to download, have them accessible while we go through these videos. Alrighty, that's it. That's the housekeeping. Looking forward to working with you, so let's go ahead and get started.